Get the squad together for this year's Junior Grizzlies 3-on-3 tournament, presented by 2K at the Built Ford Tough practice facility inside FedEx Forum. On Saturday, January 4th, teams will compete in 3 games before advancing to single elimination play. Overall winners from the 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under divisions will win Grizzlies tickets, including exclusive access to the pregame team shoot-around before the Grizz take on the Pelicans January 24th. Sign up today at hoopitup.com/Grizzlies.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Lob for Edie. Oh, yes. Step back 3. Bingo. Powers it in. Morant. Oh!
Win big with Grizzlies Spin to Win ticket deals. Spin the wheel for your chance to win floor seats, free tickets, or unlock exclusive savings on tickets when the Grizz host the Brooklyn Nets on December 13th. Head to grizzlies.com/spin to win.
I want to throw a party just so I can be in control of the aux cord, just so I can force everybody to listen to the Wicked soundtrack. Both of these actresses in Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, I thought it showed how they have experience performing live and on screen, both of them.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen, bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart, lays it up on the window and in, and it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of up to $340,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Here Comes Santa kicks off November 24th. Get one free entry and earn additional entries for weekly Saturday drawings. Don't forget the grand finale drawing on Saturday, December 21st to win up to $5,000 in free play or a 2024 Lincoln Navigator. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quoting, call 800-522-4700.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
D'Anthony Melton took my boys, my little guys, to the ice cream stand. He was like, I'm going to get ice cream. You want to go with? So he took my little guys to the ice cream stand. So, you know, guess who their favorite player is now? John Morant. But outside of that, you know, D'Anthony Melton's pretty high up on the list. How about this? We got youth small D'Anthony Melton jerseys at our house right now. Love the Anthony Mountain. That was a fun night.
It was a fun night, man.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Friday, December 13th, 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show, Grizzlies finally back in action after a long time off. They have a home game tonight against the Brooklyn Nets with revenge on their minds after they have lost to the Brooklyn Nets already this year. We will get to that. We'll get you ready for the game and pick our Sky Dogs of the game. There was an NFL game that went on last night that is worthy of conversation. The league did not let the 49ers get to 7-7. That didn't happen last night. We'll get to all the news and notes of the day. We'll get you ready for the weekend ahead. It's a Friday. Still cold outside, but smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to on the show today. It's going to be a big weekend ahead, though it is the first time that we are going to be without a full college football slate for a long time. There are going to be awards that are going to be given out over the weekend. We will get to those as well. Brian Edwards is going to join us on the show as he does on Fridays. We'll get his thoughts on some of the bowl games that are going to be coming up as bowl season is going to begin next week. I guess we got Army-Navy this week. That is a game that's got center stage once again. Before I get to anything, welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senor Sack, Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Neck Carb, John Lance, Dr. Thunder, he's Yogi Roser. Hello, John.
Yeah, what up?
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo, the reporter, the photographer, he's Sir Hiss. He's Walker 93.
First, Devin Ovechkin, the best on the earth. Shout out to Alexander Ovechkin. And shout out to our best friend. I'm going to call her best friend every time. Our girl, Niall Ivy, with a big dub last night.
Over UConn.
Over Gino Auriemma and the UConn Huskies. She is 3-1 against Gino Auriemma. 3-1.
Did Gino have a player quit?
Gino did not have a player quit.
Better than us.
But
Can't relate.
Can't relate.
But our girl, Niall Ivy, our homie.
Good for her.
Is doing big things,
Yeah,
man.
good for her.
3-0 against top 5 teams already this season.
Glad she had a good night. Her son and the Pistons not as good.
No, neither did Roser, because that football game was ass.
Look, yesterday was the first day that we were putting together our FanDuel parlay, which we are doing as a group. And, you know, there in many years past, Roser have said, I'm not going to buy any more jerseys because every time I buy jerseys, something bad happens to said player. Then we fast forward.
And I have not gotten a jersey.
That's right. And fast forward from that, we have what's happened with this show where we are regularly asked to pick a sky dog of the game, and in literally every game, Roser has picked Jake LaRavia, and it happens to be the only ones where he is not the center of conversation. He is a kiss of death.
That is not true.
Devin picked Marcus Smart, and he got hurt.
Whoa. Make sure they correct it. Marcus Smart, I also picked Marcus Smart. He had the best game of his life.
You did pick a Jalen Wells, and he had a bad game.
Yeah, but Andy picked Jalen Wells. So, I mean, you guys are truly the kiss of death. I should have known going into it. My leg of the parlay did great. And look, I got a tweet this morning. A guy said, hey, guys, lost my house, obviously, and it's not on me.
My bad,
It's
dog.
obviously on both of y'all because both of you guys picked anytime touchdowns, and there were no time touchdowns. No one scored. And the second you guys picked, you got all manner of props. There's a million props you can choose from when we're going into a football game. Both of you chose touchdown props, and for the first time all season, there's no touchdowns in the game. That could only happen. You know, also, I didn't mention, the most egregious of all time was when Roser sang, please don't draft Hashim Thabit, to the tune of Michael Jackson's Black or White, and Michael Jackson died the next day.
Damn.
That happened.
Damn.
Yeah. That happened.
Also, Hashim Thabit was also a terrible basketball player.
Kiss o' death.
Ooh, that's tough.
And both of y'all picked anytime touchdowns, and there were no touchdowns.
Zero.
That's impossible.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
The mushes.
That's hard.
That's what I'm starting to call you guys.
No,
you guys are the mushes.
I'm not a mush.
My part came through.
I revived Marcus Smart's career.
Whoa!
I think Ozempic did that.
My Skyhawk revived him from the dead. So
don't take credit for GLP-1.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Hey man, look, it's shit happens, bro. Rose, I don't know about your excuse, but
all right, Roser.
So
you want to explain this away?
Like you lost your bet and a
How
player
Sean
quit.
McVay owns you?
Yeah, well, I'm cool. Like, I don't really. He doesn't really own us.
And one of your players quit?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that guy sucks anyway.
By the way, you know how much you gotta hate somebody for, like, when they talk to him after the game. Usually players are like, "Oh, it's a team. We're gonna be all right."
Yeah, they're
all
all
like,
screw
"This
this
dude's a
guy,
bum.
man.
We're gonna cut him anyway."
He hasn't. Well, yeah, he hasn't been good this year.
You gotta be a real asshole to people for.
So
like,
this
yeah.
is what
Stop cursing. You've already done 4.
Oh, my bad.
So he's not good.
It's like Andrew Dice Clay on this
So
show.
It's like my Starbucks.
There's a reason
bro.
the Packers let him go. It's like he was a total jerk with the Packers too, and we signed him as a 1-year rental because Greenlaw was going to be out. We thought he was going to be out like the entire year, and he was out most of this year. So Dre Greenlaw came back last night, and if you saw the first half, the defense was awesome. They're flying around. Campbell didn't play. Like Greenlaw got he's getting all the snaps. It's basically like, yeah, you're now gone. Yeah. And then when Greenlaw like kind of tweaked his knee in the second half, they asked Campbell to go, and he said, "No, I don't want to play."
Yeah,
he's upset. He's upset because he's been playing all year, and now he pretty much got his job taken away.
Look, you can make it about this individual guy. I mean, that's obviously a culture thing.
Oh,
and
shut
you
up.
Yeah, exactly. You got. I mean,
a
that
culture
is,
of quitters.
Yes, I mean, look, it's just something happens inside. It's rotten to the core.
Yeah,
everything that is going on there, and. I mean, to quit on national television, that's just...
Nobody even knew until after the game.
Well...
I mean, but still, that's the stuff you keep in-house, Roser. A very fine-tuned organization.
That's right, like the Cowboys.
No, that was, we're going to let this out here.
When's the last Cowboy you remember just quitting mid-game?
I mean,
some I wish had, but
no. That's like
I for sure wish Cooper Rush would have quit mid-game.
Just pack up and go home.
Yes, have been like, you know what? Just let Trey do it.
Well, that's part of this. It's like, okay, dude, like I don't want you out there anyway. Like you're not good.
How is that news not broken yet?
That they've caught him?
How is he not gone?
I'm sure
the key doesn't work this morning, right?
There's
no way.
He definitely did the Jets thing.
I get who was it? Was it Vontae Davis that did this? Remember
There's a guy
he's
for the
playing with the
Bills.
Colts?
The
Bills got quit in the middle
Was
of
that
the game.
Vontae? It was Vontae Davis.
There's a Bills guy who quit in the
No,
middle
he was a
of
great player, though.
and he quit in the middle of the game.
Vontae Davis was once a great player.
He was like he retired at halftime. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore.
He's making $5 million. He said, "Yeah, I'm good at halftime."
There's Vontae Davis.
I'm tired of it.
Vontae Davis. Yeah.
We all know Antonio Brown's.
His was so goofy.
His was CTE
right?
like induced.
Yeah. This one,
CTE.
Yeah. This one was super crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, are you really going to throw away your whole career like this?
I don't know who's
just because you're mad in the moment. Like, I mean, that is.
Yeah.
And you're right. The other players must just not care about him at all, right?
They were all like, yeah, he's gonna get cut anyway.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I've never had anybody do that. Not one
Two of the
them.
leaders both came out and were like, that's no. Like Kittle's like, I've never played with a player who's done that. I hope I'm never playing. I don't want to play with a player who ever does that again. Basically saying like, you better get rid of this guy.
Yeah, the only story that's up about it is Niners scorned selfish Campbell.
Yeah.
DeAndre Campbell, who declined the invitation to enter the game.
It's
and evidently he walked to the locker room with a towel on his head.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They sent him back.
I didn't know that he just left the.
They told him when he said he didn't want to go back in the game. Shanahan's like, get out of here. Like, go.
He said he didn't want to play today. Shanahan said.
Yeah. He was butthurt.
That's selfish as hell.
It is. It's crazy.
Yeah, good riddance.
After Campbell said no, the Niners inserted Demetrius Flanagan-Foles, the team's only healthy linebacker left on the roster.
Yeah. Because D. Winters, I think, was banged up too.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Whatever.
Like
then y'all lost the game too.
The truth. Like, dude, we
can't
protect Brock. Our offensive line's terrible. Brock is. He can't throw the ball in the rain. This is now 2 years worth of this where he's seen it. Go look at his games when it's raining.
You don't want to give him $60 million?
I don't think he would command that anyway.
Oh.
I don't think he's going to ask for, like, the Dak Prescott
You know what
money.
he's getting paid right now, right? Like $12 and a piece of cheese.
But he's not, like, if you've ever, I've watched a ton of interviews with Brock. He doesn't talk like that. Like, he doesn't.
I mean, everybody wants to be compensated, though, Roger.
No, he will. But I don't think it's going to be like some 5-year, $275 million. I don't think it's going to be that.
Kirk Cousins, coming off of Achilles, got 180.
Exactly. So everybody wants to be compensated.
Yeah,
bro.
no.
That's Kirk Cousins,
right?
Who can't throw the ball to the Falcons anymore.
I think, like, look,
he's colorblind. He's colorblind.
I'm not
all of a
saying
sudden.
he's not going to get paid, but like $40 million, $45 million a year, I think that's fine.
He should take the money.
It's
from
not going to
Debo.
get the $55-60 million. Should absolutely take the
because Debo can't catch no more, bro.
Dude, Debo Samuel last night, his grade was 44.7, the worst of his career. He has fallen off a cliff this year. It's weird, man. Can't break tackles, and they tried to force feed him it to your benefit for your part of the parlay.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That first field goal drive, when they ended up kicking a field goal, they got in 3rd and 6 from the shotgun and ran a handoff to him, and I was like, oh my God, what are we doing here? Like,
Well,
Debo with Shanahan is very similar. You know how sometimes you say you've got to just get rid of the player
it's always
the coach?
Hey, you trying to get rid of Debo?
You're already going back to Debo, but can we focus on the fact that you said your quarterback can't play in the rain?
Yeah, I know. It's a problem.
We did just
It's a problem.
Like, I mean,
It's a problem.
You
Like,
can't
it's a
control that.
Roger, why can he not play in
And
the
the
rain?
playoffs are in January.
I was
and
telling
it might
Jessica
snow.
this.
Yeah,
I was telling Jessica this. I'm like that's like we've got a big enough
When
sample
stuff
size. Like,
falls
dude,
on the sky, he can't play football.
And when you play in San
It needs to
Francisco,
be nice and sunny.
well, and that's the thing. When you play in San Francisco, like, dude, you're going to get 1 or 2 of those a year, where it's just the weather's not
All right.
good. No, would I pay him the 55-60? No, I wouldn't do it.
Would you want to pay him?
No, I'd pay him I'd pay him 40. I'd give him like 3 years, 100. 3 years, 100 million.
Why don't you just bring Sam Darnold back?
I know, right?
Should never let him
too
go.
late, bro.
They may franchise him. But no, rebuild the offensive line. They got to get better at the line. Line of scrimmage is terrible. He's no Purdy.
Is your season over?
Yeah. We're done.
is.
Now it's over. Now
Yeah,
don't let
'cause
y'all get to
that's
7.
8. The best I think we can do is 8 and 9.
Hey, join the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dark side. Doing the dark
Because
side
like
with him.
we're not going to beat the Lions.
Yeah, the dark side of losers.
We've got the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Cardinals left, and we're not beating the Lions. I know that. So
Hey, that might have been the worst football game in the history of football, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Some dude at DraftKings.
That game was so boring.
Some dude on DraftKings won $18,000.
On what?
He put $100 on there to be no touchdown scored.
Smart man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch it, bro, and I was just like,
tough watch.
Ugh.
That was a tough.
It was
watch.
not. It was not good.
Yeah. Grizzlies going to be back in action for the first time in a long time against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. You know, these are two games that were not on your magnet schedule because they were scheduled. So until we speak again, the Grizzlies are going to be playing against the Brooklyn Nets tonight, and then they are going to go Sunday, and they are going to play against the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, not only have they had a tremendous amount of time off since over the weekend they played against the Celtics and the Wizards, and Bane and Morant didn't play in the Wizards game. Now you've had all this time off, really almost a full week in the middle of the season, which in many cases, those guys that do not get even during the All-Star break. They don't get that kind of time off. Now they've had all that time off. Then you play tonight, and you're going to fly out tomorrow, and then you're going to play against the Lakers on Sunday. They don't play again until next Thursday.
Yeah.
This is a crazy schedule in the sense that, like, I mean, they've played a ton of games. They played a ton of home games already. We have talked about and lamented the fact that they've already played like a third of their home schedule. It's just so many games in so few days, and they were all virtually on weeknights. And it was asking a lot of people to show up, 13 times in 30 days or whatever the hell it was. I mean, it was a crazy amount of games in a short amount of time. And it put a strain on people, getting people to go to your games and get big crowds on regular occasion. But also just the amount of games in a short amount of days. And especially when at the beginning of the season, you had some injuries that piled up there for a minute. Now, this is just strange. You played last Saturday and Sunday, and two of your best players didn't play on Sunday. You don't play again until they have had all week off, locked out of the place on Monday and Tuesday to just have complete rest days, and they have not played since Sunday. And then they're going to play this game, and they're going to play Sunday's game, and not play again until Thursday. So you want to talk about a lot of time to get better. And with that time off, then yesterday we get the Zach Edey doubtful, which typically means doubtful, then questionable, available to play. Mm-hmm. So I think it's fair to assume there's a real possibility you get Zach Edey back by Sunday, and you get to run him out there, and he doesn't have to play again until Thursday, because there's no game until next Thursday after they play these two on the weekend. So this has been the most unbelievable opportunity for them to get healthy, and I think the one that we have highlighted the most that could benefit the most. I'll be very fascinated more than anybody to see Bane tonight, because we have all talked about on many occasions he has just not been himself since he has come back from the oblique injury. And it's going to be fascinating as the weeks go on, and maybe months in some case, but see the effect it has on two other guys within the league that have had it, right? Did Bane come back too early because he's such a gamer and he's just like, I can play through it, but it's still kind of been bothering him, and he hasn't really gotten back in the flow. He had certainly not been himself. But Paolo and Franz both with oblique injuries, and it's such a rare injury that we still, we don't even know how it typically affects you and what he's feeling as he's playing. He has been able to impact the game in other ways. He has had some big shots here and there, but we all three know we have not seen nearly the Desmond Bane that we have seen the 2 years prior. Yeah. And a guy that we thought probably needs some time off, right?
Yeah.
To heal up. But the games were coming so fast and furious. He's playing so much. I think it stands to reason he could be the greatest benefactor of this time off, just not having to play. Mm-hmm. And he may feel like a different human being tonight than he has felt all season long, because first he heard it, then he came back because it was a pain tolerance thing, but it's still been bothering him, and he still hasn't been totally himself, though they have said nothing's wrong with him, and it's just the offense, and it's this, and it's that. Whatever the myriad of reasons that they've come up with as to why he has not been himself, we know he is underperforming as compared to what he is. This guy is one of the best shooters on all of planet Earth, and a devastating, one of the best two guards in the entire NBA. And he just hasn't been able to, for whatever reason, he hasn't been able to be that thus far, and they're still in second place.
Yeah,
right?
I think tonight might be a reminder.
So here's hoping that after that amount of time off, think he probably really needed it. And obviously it's good news on the Edey front, who they tried to run back out there at a hustle practice. It didn't go very well. But, I mean, this has just been a long time off to be able to heal.
It's 5 days. And, when's the last time an NBA player got 5 days?
You're just not getting it.
To not play basketball. Like, the NBA Cup, their front-loaded schedule, they put a lot of games on the
It's
front.
like an all-star break.
It
In
really
fact,
is.
Jacoby's theory when we recorded the mismatch this morning is that LeBron is just gone. Like he did. Remember during All-Star when he just popped in and popped back? Like he just
left?
No, like on a vacation.
Oh, he took a mini.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, that is. Okay.
Then he just took a mini vacation because he's got all this time off.
That makes sense because now Bronny all of a sudden is playing road games in the G League. So now his pops is probably gone. So he's like, you know what? Hey, bro, I ain't there. So go play this game in Phoenix right quick. You dropped the 30 ball last night. But
I know. Don't you remember, though, when he did this at All-Star?
Yeah, he did. He
was like on vacation and then just left.
Yeah, but
like
he didn't miss
in.
like real games.
Yeah,
though.
he don't miss like.
I know.
Yeah, but
That's what's weird.
To
You don't miss real games.
But he also missed practice a couple days ago too.
Yeah, I know. That's why, dude. That's just not a.
Jacoby just thinks he's out of town.
I don't think so. He would not be missing real games. He would not miss real games.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If the
then
whole
it's
thing
not
is
a vacation.
if the whole thing, the recharge.
I think he's just.
I'm playing 30-something minutes a night in year 22. I just need to recharge.
Because he's missed the last four? Last four, right? He's missed 4 games?
I don't. They've had a lot of time off. He hasn't missed the last 4 games.
Was he 3? How many games he's missed?
It'd be hilarious if somebody posted a picture on TMZ of him in Paris or something.
He played in the freaking last game they played, the Hawks game.
Yeah, he hasn't missed games.
Oh, okay, he hasn't missed games.
So the whole idea is that he would just recharge.
Yeah, he's probably recharging. Yeah, he's old, bro. Old man.
Well, because the first they said
he
one
missed
thing.
the Blazers game. The Blazers game right after that.
The reason for the theory is that first they said one thing and then they said personal reasons.
Yeah, they said it was the foot first, right?
He was like, injury maintenance or something, right? Yeah. And there's like, actually, he's just gone for personal reasons. And it's like, okay. He may just be recharging.
He called into his wife's podcast yesterday. So wherever he was, he called into his wife's podcast yesterday.
What if he...
Savannah was doing her podcast yesterday and LeBron called in.
Savannah James has a podcast?
Yes, she does.
Everybody has a podcast.
I didn't know Savannah James does.
She does, has a podcast.
How is this the first I've ever heard of it? Has nothing ever happened on it?
I mean, I see it occasionally, like when clips happen.
What does she talk about?
Just everything. Like relationship stuff, everything. The family, everything. She be yapping. But yesterday, Bron
You don't know.
No, I've seen clips of it. Bronny called into it one time.
Bronny called into it
before. They've called in and pranked her.
Yeah. They've
pranked her, yeah.
But Bron called in yesterday. He was like, hey, this is LeBron James. And she, just kind of goofing around. But, so he's present, I guess, but not, I don't know. So, yeah, she has a podcast.
Here's the, okay.
I don't think everybody deserves a podcast.
Can't wait to download it.
So you said there's a foot thing? You said there's a foot thing?
This man.
Put that in my lineup.
What would you listen to first, that or Talk Tua?
Oh, that's a great one. Savannah for sure. I don't want to hear that talk to a girl talk about nothing. Yeah. Respectfully.
You want to hear Talk Tua talk about Pookie?
Nah, bro. I'm good on that, bro.
I think Savannah as well. I think
Savannah for sure, bro. And a runaway.
I think Talk Tua would just make me dumber. I don't think I.
But I don't want to hear that girl talk about nothing.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
You say is with the foot thing?
No, that's what they said originally, and now they've said personal reasons. So is it foot?
Maybe
or
he called
reason?
into Savannah's podcast from Germany.
So she trying to get a new foot? Look, there you go right there. Everybody's crazy. There you go, Savannah.
Oh, that's the name of the podcast?
Yeah.
I'll be
It's
there.
her and her homie.
Man, there's no lies detected.
I didn't know.
What?
Everybody's crazy. No lies detected.
Where'd you learn that one?
Well, I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in when I want to be,
No, you're not tapped in. Where'd you learn that one?
I'm tapped in.
How excited are you to see your favorite player, Cam Johnson, in person tonight?
I'm excited. I know. Every time he
How
scored,
mad did he get mad?
Every time he scored, I'm pretty sure my phone gonna blow up from this dude.
No,
every
it's
time
not.
he scored, he's gonna be like, hey,
no, it's not. I don't care.
Don't he look good in the Grizzly uniform?
Oh, he's going to have so many pictures on that big-ass camera he's got of Cam Johnson.
Relax. I am excited to see him play in person because I do want to. Because as someone
You can evaluate him.
who watches like
You can scout him.
I can actually watch him because
Yes.
I don't watch a lot of Cam Johnson basketball.
No, that's
respectfully. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. But the key is, bro, to stop the dude with the freaky the blonde strip in his head. Who gonna finally put a stop to this?
Who is going to put a stop to this? I agree.
Dennis
Schroeder has terrorized us.
Cooked us.
Yes.
Who's going to be the one?
He has supplanted himself, or he's put himself firmly in the Grizz killer list.
Yeah. Who's going to be the one to step up?
I'll tell you this. He was sneaky, very effective. He is one of those guys that the box score would not tell the story of our playoff series against them a few years ago.
Yeah.
But every time he came in the game, I could not wait for them to put D'Lo back in the game. He was so much more effective.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was just harassing the Grizzlies constantly. And I was like, I've already grown this incredible disdain for Hachimura and Reeves, but this Schroeder guy, please, will you please put D'Angelo Russell back in?
Yes, please.
So he can
Because
hit
you
the
go
side of the
from a guy
backboard.
to target to a guy that's like frothing at the mouth. This guy is so annoying.
Nah, for real.
Really, he is low key a hardcore competitor.
Somebody needs to put it into it tonight.
And he was awesome every time he threw on that Germany jersey
No, for real.
in
He's
the
like
summer.
Jordan. He's like Jordan when he put on
Great
the
German Jordan.
Or when he sees the Grizzlies, turn to Jordan. But no, tonight somebody has to do it. Who? Marcus Smart?
I mean,
because who's playing for them tonight? I know Zaire's not playing.
Cam Thomason playing.
Cam Thomason playing.
That's a lot of shots to somebody else.
Finney Smith lit us up too in that last game. They were like, Finney Smith shot 29% from three so far this year, and he's made them all. It's like, oh God.
Of course he has.
Of course he has, right? Of course.
Yeah, Cam Thomason played. Dude, that's 17 and a half shots a game. Cam Thomas. That's
between Cam Thomas and Zaire?
No, that's Cam Thomas. Takes 17 shots a game. So that's 17 shots not there tonight that are going to other players.
Yeah, Marcus.
Hopefully not Schroeder.
Marcus, it may be your job tonight, bro. Or Ja. This is what we find out.
This is one of those, take the assignment seriously.
12, take the assignment.
Yeah.
I got Dennis Schroeder. Clamp him down.
Yep.
I love it.
So we got that game going on at FedEx Forum tonight. Then this weekend, the Tigers game is an immense one, and just such a odd circumstance where Memphis, who is coming off this disastrous loss to Arkansas State, where they played very poorly and got beat by that Arkansas State team, now they have to turn around. They have been marinating in said loss for the last 6 days before they are going to play Clemson, who is a really good team.
Yes.
Looking at them, Clemson, and they do it at 10 in the morning at their place. Clemson, according to the KenPom rankings, is 20th in the country. They have lost once, and it was an away game at Boise State. Now, in fairness, at the beginning, before they had lost to Boise, their wins were against nobodies. But then since they took that loss, they beat that San Francisco team that Memphis played. They beat them by 15. They beat Penn State, who's actually top 35 team in the country, according to KenPom. They beat them on a neutral. And then the huge one was on December 3rd, earlier this season, they beat Kentucky. And they beat Kentucky at their place, turned around, went down to Miami, and beat them by double digits. So, this is a good team, man. They got good wins. Those aren't easy places, or those aren't easy teams and easy places to win against. They have played the 56th ranked team, the 57th ranked team, the 33rd ranked team, the 10th ranked team, and the 97th ranked team. So they've got a bunch of top 100 games already that they've played. They've only taken one loss amongst all of them, and that's a game at Boise, which is That is a long ass way from Clemson to Boise.
I remember them. I remember them last year.
They were good last year.
But they don't have that PJ Hall kid who was talking he's talking crazy last year. But that kid was really good. But like even aside from him, and then they played here again in the NCAA tournament. They were over here and they beat that Baylor team. Like they're tough defensively.
Well,
like, they guard.
They guard.
Well, here's going to be the thing: does Memphis have any chance of speeding them up? So I brought up yesterday when we were having this conversation about we were talking about the Las Vegas the Cup, the Emirates Cup that's going on in Las Vegas, and then I got off telling stories about when we used to go to the NCAA tournament, and at one point we talked about being in Columbus, Ohio, and Memphis lost to St. Louis and this crazy game plan and whatever else. But St. Louis was one of those very deliberate, very slow basketball teams that just frustrated the hell out of you. Well, get ready, because if you cannot speed them up, in terms of adjusted tempo, which is how fast you play, that's like basically that's what, when we talk about pace in the NBA, and Memphis obviously wants to get up and down the court. Clemson is 315th. 315th. And, I mean, they want to grind you down. Their defense is 7th in terms of adjusted defense. So, I mean, the kind of game they want to play. They want to play how is Memphis going to be able to play, especially in a 10 a.m. game on the road, if this turns into we run a play, you run a play game.
Down fist, yeah.
Right. Because that's the game they want, and that's the game they're going to get you in.
Yeah.
They're going to get you in. I mean, I could, again, if Memphis can hold up defensively, I could see this, especially at 10 a.m., I could see us having a hell of a conversation on our group text about we cannot believe we are at the under 8-minute timeout and it's 19-14 or something. Or
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I could for sure see like where we go from one TV timeout at 16 to the next one at 12, and we have seen one basket. I think it could happen regularly in this game.
Yeah, it could.
These games are brutal, but it's a great test because this is honestly, this is exactly what you want in your non-conference. You want these kind of games where you are then asked to be able to. Sometimes you're going to be able to outscore somebody and play that up-tempo game where a team's going to pace and space you out. And sometimes you're going to run up against one of these teams like, they have in the past. You get to the NCAA tournament, next thing you know, you're drawing Virginia. Next thing you draw in Clemson. You're drawing one of these teams, and it's like a lot of teams will try to fly up and down, and they've got something unique. Like this team is unique in the sense that they are a defensive team, bro. That's it. And they're fine with, all right, we're going to run our half-court offense, and now you guys run your half-court offense.
Yes, they will.
We know what it looks like when Memphis runs theirs.
Well, I mean, it's P.J. Hackerty going to the free throw line.
But hopefully, they don't have guards that can dribble, and you realize, let's try to apply some pressure to them.
Yeah.
Because they obviously don't have, their best player is Ian Schiffelenden. I tried my best with that. But no, they look like their best players are interior guys. So let's see if you can put pressure on their guards. Maybe their guards can't dribble.
Well, look.
And you can turn them over.
The best case scenario is for sure like last year.
Yeah.
You got them you beat Clemson, and make no mistake, if the number is like it was last year and you can play a 79-77 game, that's you're playing in your zone.
That's perfect for us.
But if you want to try to play in the, high, if you want to play a game in the 60s, we are in a world of crap.
It's gonna be
Seriously.
43-35.
Have y'all talked to their leading scorer?
Is the guard?
Yeah, bro. This is like his 8th year
of college basketball.
6th.
Get a job.
It's his 6th year.
Get a job.
I mean, come on.
Get a job.
We
bro.
have absolutely no
we have no business
to stand on.
Cee's been we're like he was here when he started, and this is like his 6th school. He's back here.
Talking about DeAndre Williams.
Yeah, that's true.
Get a job too.
And Musa
Sees everything to get a job.
Musa was at Memphis, and then he went to like 4 other schools, and now he's back at Memphis.
Bro, I told you he played basketball.
I don't think we have a player on the team younger than Gigi Jackson.
Hold on,
I'm not kidding.
Ooh,
that's a great test. Let me go find out.
Pull up DOBs.
DOBs is crazy. Let's see Memphis Tigers.
Pull up some date of births.
Pull some IDs. Let's see roster.
Is anybody on the Memphis team younger than Gigi Jackson?
Probably Jared Harris.
Wait, why do you think Jared Harris is?
Because he's a freshman.
Oh, younger. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I might be wrong about this.
Let me see how old Jared Harris is.
Because Gigi would technically be a junior, right?
Gigi was born December 17th.
But he was a reclass.
Bro, these people.
He's got a birthday in a couple days?
Yeah, Gigi turns 20 in 4 days.
Oh,
is that right?
Oh, Gigi. Bro, Memphis don't put people's date of birth
on Tuesday.
For a reason.
They
like,
don't.
Come on. Like, what are y'all doing, bro?
Yeah, they don't put date of birth.
They really don't have date of births on their information pages.
Stop.
I'm for real. I'm being serious, for real.
Go to like their website.
I'm on the Memphis website. No date of births on here, bro. I'm being for real. Like, no jokes at all BS aside. Like, they don't have birthdays on their bios. Or nothing.
Let's see if 24/7 has it. They don't have it either. They know exactly where you're from.
Even when I click full bio.
Yeah, click full. There's no birthday, bro. It tells what their hometown, how tall they are, their classification, or their position. No birthday. Dang, Memphis, what y'all got to hide over there, bro? I got 35-year-olds on the team.
Well, in fairness, Danger is a redshirt senior. Cisse's in his 5th year. Buna Kabi is.
Bro, who is that?
He's on the roster.
I ain't never seen this dude before. You from Gillette College. You from a deodorant college.
No,
Gillette College.
Noah Stansberry's a redshirt senior. Tyrese Hunter's a senior. Raji Phillips is a junior.
How do we know these guys are born? Why?
PJ Carter is a 5th year. Baraka Okoji is a sophomore. He would have a chance.
He'd have a chance, yeah.
But he's from Daytona Beach DME Academy, which sounds like... Okay.
Musa was a 5-star recruit, so he has a Wikipedia page.
Also, this guy's from
22.
Brampton, Ontario, which is where Kelsey was from.
Yeah.
Baraka Okoji? You're unfamiliar with his work?
Oh, that dude plays. He plays. He's the guy from George Mason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's some buns. Respectfully.
How was that respectful?
Yeah, that was totally different. Oh, here we go. No, here we go. We go down to the bottom.
Oh, they're personal. They're
born.
Yeah.
Oh, they're hiding it. So Gigi was born December 17th, 2004.
Yeah, PJ Haggerty he's a redshirt sophomore, and he's April 04. So he would be the chance, right?
And he is, yeah.
He would be the chance.
His birthday, he's older than Gigi by a couple months. Yeah.
Oh, here's a 2005. That guy. The guy from, what's it called?
Jared Harris?
No, Okoji.
Oh, okay. All right. So they got him.
Baraka Okoji. Yeah, he's yeah.
Yeah.
He's a 2005.
Is he the only one that has a bio? Why did they write a bio for everybody?
Huh? They wrote bios.
For everybody?
Demarion Yates?
Bro, you just making up people.
Yeah, what is that, bro?
Demarion Yates is a real player.
Oh, this the dude that won Mr. Basketball. This is the Mr. Basketball guy. But they don't have that in his bio. See? Memphis, come on, bro. He won Mr. Basketball last year, 2 years ago.
Demarion Yates did?
Yeah.
Somerville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a fair work here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, bro, that's why we provide bios for them, bro.
There you go.
There we go. That's what we're here for. Some of these universities.
Yeah, there are a lot of missing bios out here.
Yeah.
Memphis, did y'all fall asleep? We all supposed to write the bios.
They must have fired the kid midway through the media guide. He's like, I'm tired of this crap. Here's their number. Here's their name. Here's their hometown and their height. Other than that, I'm done.
I'm going home.
They just stopped doing the bios. That's on their site.
Where's
It's crazy. You click full bio and there's nothing.
No information available. Hey, bro, who fired the bio guy in Memphis?
Who fired? Yeah, they got something for everything else over there. Why do we not have a bio guy?
Let little Stansberry do it. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Noah Stansberry's got to fill out everybody's bios.
Make the bios.
All right, so back to the game. They're playing against Clemson. It is an expected loss. Ken Palm's got it 75-68. So that's tough.
Ooh.
10 a.m. On the road at Clemson is early.
On a Saturday?
It's early.
Early.
It's early. It's an early game. No way around it. But, I mean, it's early for them, too. But it does feel like one of those where it's hard to get a fast up and down game at 10 a.m., I think.
Just like it was.
More so than, like, your energy level might not be the same as if you were gassed up all day ready for a game. And especially on your home floor, it's a lot easier to get somebody into the kind of game you want to get into. And so, like I said, if that game is in the 60s, we're in trouble. If that game can get into the 70s or above, they're going to have a chance. Because that means it's turning into a lot of possessions.
Yeah.
And the other thing I will give them credit for is while they threw up that horrendous dud against Arkansas State, they have showed up against everybody good they have played. I didn't even think they played all that bad against Auburn. I just thought Auburn was awesome, and they had absolutely no way to deal with that. What's a kid? June, not June.
Johnny, but it's not Johnny. Broom.
Yeah, Broom.
Yeah.
I said June. Broom.
Close enough.
That guy was amazing.
Yeah. He's real Jabari to me, bro. That kid from Auburn, he's real Jabari.
Guy is awesome.
Reminds me of Jabari Smith a lot. But yeah, I feel like too, like they kind of struggled against Louisiana Tech, but we didn't really pay attention to it because they won the game.
Well, I mean, that San Francisco game was played in the 60s as well.
Yeah, and we feel like they struggled against that until they applied the pressure, right?
That's right.
Like Louisiana Tech, there were some small little things in that game where like the things that they didn't do at that game, they didn't do against Arkansas State and it bit them in the butt. So there was a lot of like late closeouts. Louisiana Tech just couldn't hit shots.
Well, because look, not only on the half court offense is like one guy.
Yeah,
that's a problem, right? A lot of it comes from one guy, and he had the big game. Even against Arkansas State, he had a big game.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is the half court defense where they're not flying around. It puts an onus on their communication. And, my God, their switching in that Arkansas State game was horrendous.
A lot of pointing. Yeah. You can't point and switch, y'all. I mean, kids out there, you can't point and switch.
I mean, these kids, no lie, that Arkansas State game, it was a big problem, what the outcome was and the margin. It's very odd that I would say this. That could have been way worse. Bro, they missed a ton of wide open threes. Like you could have gotten run out. You remember at one point there were two wide open threes in a row. I think it was that Pinion kid, and he missed them. And I texted you guys, and then Haggerty came down to the other end and hit a three, and it was like this was last gasp stuff because there still wasn't that much amount of time. But I texted you guys and said that was your only chance because if that kid they were up 15, and if that kid made that three, it was 18, and then it was going to be run out city. Now you're looking up at the end and you've lost by 25 because 18 is completely insurmountable. 12 was like, it's probably not happening, but at least you can play this thing out if it's 12. But, I mean, they missed two wide open ones that would have made it 18. Yeah. And I was like, God, this could have been even uglier.
Yeah. So hopefully they did the same thing the Grizzlies did, where they take a week to kind of realize what they did wrong. Then Penny been talking all week about, like, kind of resetting the mindset, getting back to being – he said at the Maui thing, he said they felt like they were the hungriest team there. So he's like, y'all, we got to get back to this mindset of being the hungriest team every time we play somebody. So hopefully they do the same thing the Grizzlies did, take a week off, and win a game this weekend.
It'd be fun if it's at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Nashville tonight, so hopefully I can wake up.
Oh, you ain't getting up for this.
Y'all want to make a bet?
You ain't going to be up.
I want to make a bet that I wake up and watch the game?
You going to be up?
Yeah, come on now. I'm a respectable adult.
Okay.
I love Tigers basketball. I'll be up for it.
All right, one thing before we got to pick our Sky Dogs at the game and help you get ready for tonight's game against the Brooklyn Nets. This weekend, there's just the Army-Navy game that's going to be going on, and the bowl season's going to get kicked off. Next week, we're going to talk to Brian Edwards coming up about bowl week, but the awards. Most importantly, the Heisman is going to be awarded this weekend. I saw this morning that Travis Hunter has already won the Bednarik, the Bolitnikoff, the Walter Camp Player of the Year Award, the Lott Impact Trophy, the Paul Hornung Award, the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year Award, and the AP Player of the Year Award. I mean, rack them up. Yeah. Good grief. That is absolutely unbelievable how many awards that kid has.
You know the one award you didn't say, that the one that bothered him the most?
The DB one?
The Jim Thorpe, yeah. That's the one he really wanted to get, and he's not even going to get that one.
I love this. I love this story that came out because everybody always feels terrible for bookmakers. But bookmakers are worried about not worried, but they are bracing themselves for this weekend. Bookmakers, despite his immense popularity, the concept of Travis Hunter winning the Heisman was a long shot. Quarterbacks have won 20 of the last 24 awards. You guys realize that? I didn't realize it was that
20
much.
out of 24. Wow.
Right?
That's a number.
I mean, because, you remember Mark Ingram winning it and Derrick Henry winning it. And, I mean, we've had
Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
Who's
well, that wouldn't have been the last 24.
Okay,
would it?
Yeah.
But anyways, 20 of the last 24. Cornerbacks or wide receivers is a rarity. Some bookmakers were unsure if Hunter could sustain the rigors of playing over 100 snaps per game. As such, he opened plus 3,500
at the beginning of the season
to win the award last summer. Yet, as the Heisman Trust prepares to hand out its annual award for individual excellence in college football, it appears to be a near certainty that Colorado's two-way superstar will be this season's recipient. Sportsbooks still listing a Heisman winner have his odds at minus 2,000. That's bad news for the sportsbooks. According to ESPN Bet, Hunter holds 18% of the tickets and 32% of the handle to win this season's award, trailing only Ashton Genty, who is also a Heisman finalist by virtue of his historic rushing season. Though Hunter is a virtual lock to win, Genty pulling the upset would not help the books either. So this is just one of those rare years. And so all of the money is on Hunter to win or Genty to win. But it says from the time the market opened until week 1, Hunter took 17% of the bets and 16% of the handle, just behind Dylan Gabriel. So people were betting him, even though his odds were long. Hunter was not the favorite for the honor until after week 11 and didn't show odds-on pricing until after week 12, which he went from plus 125 to minus 400.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Said for a brief moment, his odds did get big again after they lost to Kansas State and he got injured. You could have gotten it at plus 1,100. You could have gotten it at that.
I should have bet on it at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's just one of those years, right? It's one of those years, and I think it's kind of also indicative of kind of the year it was in college football and how we've talked about like not really having a dominant team and one of those signature type years that we have been used to having. I was listening to a podcast last night, and on the podcast they were mentioning that one of the Vegas wise guys had said, and this should just highlight the fact that one of the things that we've talked about throughout this year, where it's like I feel like every Monday when we're doing Impress and Depressed, I come in here and I tell you, I don't know who I believe in wholeheartedly, right? And even if you like some of these teams' draws that they have, right? Like even if you like the Georgia draw, you have no idea what they're going to look like without Carson Beck. Like, I just don't know. I mean, he was their starter for a reason. And it's one thing to come in the middle of a game. It's another one to have to play the whole game. And then when you're playing good teams, one back-breaking turnover. So it's just and then you watch Georgia, or then you watch. So there's a reason to not like them. There's a reason to feel some kind of way about Texas. There's a reason to feel some kind of way about Ohio State or Oregon, whatever the case may be. Anyways, they were saying this veteran Vegas wise guy said the team with Joe Burrow, Chase, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jefferson, bunch of NFL guys on the defense. You remember that LSU team?
Yep.
That LSU team would be installed as a 14.5-point favorite over anybody in college football.
I believe that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
100%.
I'm not going to hold you. That sounds exactly about right.
And
they probably beat it in those
14.5!
I think that number.
More than
I
that.
think that number's too low.
Yeah.
They're 3 touchdowns over any of these teams.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Yeah. I would.
I mean, we get 14.5.
You think that team would? I think the Bama team with Mac Jones, Devontae Smith, Najee Harris, and Jalen Waddle, I think that team would beat any of these teams by 2 to 3 touchdowns.
It speaks to the parity of the football, college football now. Though.
It really does.
The transfer portal really leveled everything out where everybody got players now. Everybody got hoopers now.
Yeah.
It ain't really like one team that got all them dudes you just named. Or the Bama team that got all them dudes, like the Miami teams that had all them players. Like, ain't no more of that. Right. So
there's no way to keep it intact.
Nah.
Right? With that level of, you do wonder what's the most amount of like NFL guys that one of these teams is going to be able to have at a time, because we've done it in the past where you go back and you look at some of those 2000s Bama teams. It's like the whole roster. It's like the backups.
So
the backups are pros.
Didn't the Jameis Winston
going to the NFL.
The Jameis Florida State national title team the year they won?
Loaded.
No, I think it was all 22 starters got drafted. I think it was. It's like all 22 starters were drafted.
Only team that didn't have any NFL players was
that
Cam team. Cam was the only NFL player. That team,
No, they had the defensive tackle.
Offense.
Offense, yeah, because they had the defensive lineman, the Fairley kid.
Cam with a bunch of dudes.
And remember that Nick Fairley or Nick Farley, whatever it was?
Oh,
that kid was a beast at Auburn.
Yep.
That's crazy, though. 2 tutties. Ooh.
And a hook. Over anybody.
Yeah, that does not surprise me though, bro. The parity is really
well. It also speaks to that. I mean, look. We could go back and do it too. We could say, hey, that Villanova team from a couple of years ago with Brunson, DiVincenzo. They mashed everybody they played against then.
They did.
Just ran them off.
That team was crazy.
Just destroyed them.
Yeah.
UConn. A couple of these UConn teams did too, though. I mean, UConn's been able to do that in the last couple of years. Grizzlies are playing against the Nets tonight at FedEx Forum. As with every Grizzlies home game, we give out a Sky Dog of the game. The guy that we are going to be talking about from this game, now, they have jumped me in the past for picking some of the best players on the team and bullied me out of doing that. Look, this is revenge for sure after the Nets have had the Grizzlies' number this year. Got to catch some revenge tonight. Sky Dog is available at, look, I've seen it all around town. I've seen it at Kroger. I've seen it at Fresh Market. Now it's in cans. And when they took Sky Dog and Wiseacre, which is brewed here in Memphis with the best brewery around, right down the street from where we are doing this show, they took Sky Dog out to the massive beer festival that was going on in Denver, Colorado, and Sky Dog smoked them all and won the gold medal as the best light lager. 99 calories. It's made right here in your city, in Memphis. It's where it's made.
Yeah.
We're number one.
We love you, Sky Dog.
All right, Sky Dog of the game. Obviously, I've dominated you guys to the point where you are, have been totally humiliated, but I'll let you guys pick first. Oh, wow, there's a lot of green on mine. A lot of green.
A lot of green.
Rosie, all right, Sky Dog of the game against the Nets tonight.
Rosa, you haven't won one, so you go first.
Well, it's Playmaker Jake. It's Playmaker Jake.
Oh, come on.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah, why not?
It's okay to pick a different player, bro.
Oh, fine, I'll pick a different player.
Let him do, Jake. I mean, if he's going to be right one day.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So one of the days you go, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dez, we can't do Dez, right? Because he's a star. Let me see.
I mean, if you want to do Dez, I'll allow it.
I think he's gonna drop. I think he's gonna drop at least 30 plus tonight.
That's bold.
I think Desmond Bane drops 30 plus tonight.
You should put an asterisk next to his Skydog pick of Dez. 30 plus.
30 plus, yeah. Put that up. Put that on there. Desmond
Okay,
Bane,
he's putting Desmond Bane. Who did you pick?
Playmaker Jake.
Playmaker Jake. I am going with, so the last time, so mine includes analyses. That's why I'm the Michelangelo of the Skydog pick. Michelangelo. The last time the Grizzlies played against the Brooklyn Nets, though they lost, the massive game was by one Zachary Edey. Zachary Edey not available for tonight's game. Therefore, the Skydog of the game will be Brandon Clark, because all of those finish it around the bucket. Those all go to Clark now. He's the starter for the Grizzlies. He's been off a week. He's starting to feel more like himself than he's ever felt in his life. And Brandon Clark will be the recipient of all of those drive and dishes that Zach Edey was in Brooklyn the last game. That is proper analyses. That is how you do Skydog of the game. You're welcome. The Skydog of the game is Brandon Clark. You can put Brandon Clark there.
Clark is
Vernon
Clark.
Clark.
So my caveat is Dez has to drop 30, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so just be ready. When he drops that 30, I'm going to get that green.
I think that's how we have to do it. If you pick Ja, Jaren, or Dez, they have to drop 30 plus.
Oh, that's how you think?
It's what I know.
Okay.
It's what he knows. Skydog Bane, lock him in.
Yeah.
Lock him in, 30 ball tonight.
That's the way it has to do. It's currently constructed.
As currently constructed.
All right, take a break. We'll come back with Brian Edwards, Chris Vernon Show.
Somebody who really has done what they were supposed to do, or maybe wasn't expected to do, is Jalen Wells, the Western Conference Rookie of the Month.
What you're seeing right now is him showing that, hey, no matter where I was going to go in the draft, I was going to be ready.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Lob for Edey. Yes. Step back three. Bingo. Powers it in. Morant. Oh!
Win big with Grizzlies spin-to-win ticket deals. Spin the wheel for your chance to win floor seats, free tickets, or unlock exclusive savings on tickets when the Grizz host the Brooklyn Nets on December 13th. Head to grizzlies.com/spin-to-win.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy.
Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Grizzlies are just having fun out there tonight. Morant around a screen, bumped by Wagner. No look to Smart, lays it up on the window and in, and it is all Grizz. The Grizzlies have the fans on their feet at FedEx Forum.
ESPN put out a list. Top 30 best pro wrestlers under 30 in the world today. Number 1, Dirty Dom. Number 2, MJF.
I think Dom is deserving to be number 1. I think he is probably, like I said, one of the greatest heels in the last 10, 15 years. Like you said, you can't talk on the microphone.
The fans love it because they feel like they're a part of the show.
And that's the best.
Without their boos, he's not the best heel.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again to that girl I left in sunny Tennessee.
Check in at the next Grizzlies home game tonight at 7 o'clock when your Grizzlies host the Brooklyn Nets. To purchase your tickets or for more information, visit the FedEx Forum box office. Or you better head over to grizzlies.com/tickets today. Back to you, Chris.
So
IRL.
you can see the Grizzlies.
You can see the Grizzlies. IRL.
There you go.
The fact that we have to remind you.
That is like your catchphrase.
That's
bro.
your catchphrase.
Yeah, I guess so. My bad.
Jeez, bro,
man.
Yeah, my bad. I'm trying to shake that off. That reputation of being IRL Roser.
That's who you are.
I don't want to be that.
Dr. Thunder, IRL Roser.
I'm cool with you calling me Dr. Thunder.
Yeah, you should be, because that's what you are.
Hashtag one more for Seth.
Hashtag one more.
Did you know that the NBA put out there? They put out a big thing promoting the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say Seth.
It said now they're the highest scoring team in the NBA.
And I quote tweeted, bro, that's a lot of words. See y'all tonight. That's a lot of words, bro, for a tweet.
It is. It's a
How
lot.
many people you think read that whole
They
thing?
write articles.
I don't know.
A lot of words.
You thought it was too many?
It's a lot to
You thought it was extreme?
A little aggressive.
You think they weren't respecting the 144?
No.
144 letter count? Or whatever. You're allowed
Like,
to-
I don't need you putting a whole article on Twitter, bro.
What are you about to say? I could tell you're about to say.
Have you seen our troll? The troll. Today, dude.
Yeah,
You sound like
the
me,
troll
dog.
goat Skip Bayless is back. This time,
the troll
it's
goat.
about Bronny James and his 30 in the G League.
no.
He thought his game was
Said it's his
overrated.
first sign as a pro of real potential. He came into the game, Summer League, G League, and NBA, shooting 3 of 33 from 3, 9%. Last night, he was 3 of 3 from 3 in the first half, 0 for 6 from 3 in the second half. But progress. Now 3 of 16 from 3 in the G League for 9%.
That is a real hater.
I mean, he is the
That
goat.
is a dedication.
He is the goat of haters.
Like, I want to be that much of a hater one day. I don't hate anything that much.
He literally tells that he told his wife, "You have to understand, I'm going to watch every LeBron James game. That will come over you."
Yes.
That's
What's
how
his
much of
wife's
a hater.
name?
Ernestine. That's how much of a hater he is. Like, he's just dedicated.
He married literally the only Ernestine in the world.
Yes, she's the last
I have
one.
never heard of someone.
And
outside of
Hazel's.
Ernestine and Hazel's.
Yes, that's
it.
1940s name, bro.
Yeah.
Like they were bloomers still.
All right.
And she lets him watch LeBron.
Brian Edwards from VegasInsider.com joins us weekly. It's a light weekend this weekend, at least in college football, as there's only the Army-Navy game. See if he's got any thoughts on the upcoming college football playoff. I know he's gonna wait on bowl games, right, until we find out who's playing and who's not. All right, how much you've been diving into all of this? First, let's get your thoughts on the college football playoff, the teams in the bracket.
Yeah, I like it. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I made Ohio State 7. I made Penn State 8.5. I made Notre Dame 8.5. So all of those are like within a half point. But I made Texas 7.5. So obviously I like Clemson plus the 11. I think Dabo's relishing the underdog role. And Texas is only 2-4 against the spread. Their last 6 is a double-digit favorite. And one of the spread covers was against my Gators when they had a third-string quarterback. So I'm going to take the points there. I'm leaning Vols. I've got, I think the quarterback advantage is with Nico over Howard. I think the head coaching advantage is with the Vols. Now, obviously, they're on the road, but I hadn't played it yet. I was hoping maybe we'll get some movement on Ohio State, but that's the guessing game there.
Yeah, it is a guessing game. And I do wonder, like, what do you make of all the complaints by Oregon? Valid? It seems very valid, right? About their trek in order to that it did not work the way intended. That the fact that Penn State somehow now gets the easier road to be able to try to win a national championship, much easier than what Oregon would have to do if they were able to win a national championship. So they're certainly going to have to rethink this because, with Arizona State getting their bye and with Boise State getting their bye, but more importantly, Oregon beating Penn State, and then that championship game oddly having this situation where they've got the harder, they're going to have the harder opponents on their way to whatever their destiny is.
Yeah, I mean, they got to play, if form holds, the higher seeds win, you got to play Ohio State, which spent a good amount of the year number 1, and then in the semifinals, if form holds, or actually I guess Arizona State's the higher seeded, but more than likely it'll be Texas, and they spend a lot of time at number 1. So what are we doing here?
Did I read this right? Did that Texas game would be in the Cotton Bowl?
Oh gosh! Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at the bracket right now. Yep. So it's basically a road game.
What the hell? I didn't even realize that one until I read some article last night, and I was like, hold on now, wait. And if they win, they're playing in Texas?
Yeah, that's messed up. I mean,
how did they let that happen?
I know they got to do the seeding differently. I mean, kudos to Arizona State and Boise State for winning their conferences, but they shouldn't be in the top 4 seeds.
It's just crazy that if they would have to beat Ohio State, who, by the way, they have already played a war with. So, right, you got the advantage of it's hard to beat a team twice. So they've already seen you once. They've played against you. They felt it, right? And then so they get to go make all the proper adjustments of how you beat them the first game, right? Like, that's a real advantage. Yeah. I've seen you before. But the idea that if they beat them, that they would have to play Texas in Texas is just crazy. It's the number 1 seed. Yeah. And they've gotten just mauled by this bracket. It's bizarre.
100%. They got hosed.
You mentioned Texas and you like Clemson. Have you seen this thing about Quinn Ewers? There's some noise out there that he has an offer from a Big Ten school for $4 million next year to not go to the NFL and to transfer. Because Texas is going to go to Arch next year. Do we think it's Ohio State?
Go back to
Ohio State, right?
Oh, wow. That'd be
But it could be Oregon. It could be USC.
Yeah.
Like, it could be a bunch of schools.
Well, there'd be no shortage of people wanting to pay him money to play football.
Because his draft stock has gone down this year. So it's like, I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if Sarkisian goes to Arch early in that game. If it's not going all that well for Ewers, I would not be surprised if we get like one of those Hurts Tua situations where it's just like, nah, we're just going to throw Arch in there. Because Arch can at least – because on 3rd and 8, Arch goes and gets you the first down by running the ball.
Yeah.
And he'll truck somebody too.
Yeah, he will.
Mm-hmm. He's physical and he's fast. Right? Yep. I mean, I think there's a lot of people out there that think Arch Manning he might be the better quarterback right now. But, the other guy was the elder statesman. And, look, they're getting to play for a college football national championship. Yeah. He ain't that bad. Right? Just embarrassing that they've got. Their second-string guy is ridiculous.
He just can't beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Ewers, he just can't beat Georgia.
And who amongst us? All right. You got anything for this weekend?
So I'm going to go with Army minus 6.5 to Navy. I think that's a 3 Eastern kick tomorrow. I mean, Army's been awesome all year. They're 11-1 straight up, 7-4 against the spread. 10 of the 11 wins by 11 or more. 3 of the 4 non-covers were by 2.5 combined points. And one of them against East Carolina, you could have bet it for a winner at the line. It was at all week long until 20 minutes before game time. It went to 17.5. They won by 17. And Navy's only 85th in the nation in rushing defense. Army's number 1 in rushing yards. Bryson Daly, 29 rushing touchdowns, 1,480 yards, 5.6 yards per carry average. And he's also got an 8-to-1 TDI-INT ratio. Army's defense is really good. And they've won 6 of the last 8, 5-2-1 against the spread. I like Army minus 6.5.
I'm always interested in the number, the over-under number, because it's been commonplace to say just all you have to do is take the under in this game. Boy, the number's high this year. The number is high. What, didn't it go down to like 20-something last year?
Last year, maybe.
I think it was 27, and then it barely hit the over or something. Last year, I think I remember that happening. It was one of the years, if it wasn't last year.
I think it was last year.
It was last year.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, the number's in the 40s, isn't it?
39.
39.
Yeah,
39 or 40, yeah.
That is high for an Army-Navy game, brother.
Mm-hmm. It is, but I'm not interested in the under this year. I normally automatically play the under.
Both these teams score this time this year,
exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Both of them can score. They both play a little bit differently in years past. Lord knows we saw Horvath go crazy against Memphis this year. Oh, my God. Now, but in fairness, Memphis scored a lot. Could have won the game against them, but Navy could put up some points as well, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, they actually, you know what? This is like two good football teams. Usually it's just kind of, it's cool that the service academies and everybody gets to watch and kind of honor them, and it's cool. It's always cool viewing, always. They're singing the songs at the end and whatever else. But these teams are actually good at football this year. Like both of them are good teams.
Oh, Army thumped Tulane last week. I mean, they mauled them.
Yeah, and then Tulane's quarterback left.
Yep.
Went to Duke. That's so wow. That was so weird.
Yeah, both of these teams are really good unless they play Notre Dame.
That's a scary thing, honestly. Like as someone who's a Memphis fan, that like somebody would leave Tulane for Duke. It's like we're gonna lose Memphis players for places like Duke. You know what I'm saying? Like again, you're expecting like your guy to leave for Auburn or like our awesome tight end Prescorn. He left and went to Ole Miss. Like I get it. They got a lot more money and whatever else, but like my freaking quarterback leaves for Duke. God.
Right.
That's annoying. All right, Army, you like them tomorrow. You got stuff for the NFL? Oh, yeah, and I guess, have you already put in the Clemson bet? You've already put in the Clemson bet.
Yeah, and I'm leaning Tennessee, but if y'all have me on next week, we'll talk about
I think I'm going to take the Clemson. I think I'm going to take Tennessee as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you got the quarterback advantage, you got the head coaching advantage, and you feel good about that, and you're getting 7, I mean, you got to feel pretty good about that. And, I mean, Ohio State looked ass against Michigan, obviously.
I'll tell you this. The Ohio State people I know, they don't even care. They don't even care.
They're like me with Billy Bob. They just want to lose and fire him and get – yeah.
That's
and
right.
They already gave him the vote of confidence. Bjork came out publicly and said Ryan Day's absolutely going to be our coach next year.
The dreaded
now they're
vote
really
of
mad.
Confidence.
Yeah. So now the fans are really pissed.
Hold on. If Tennessee beats them, I would bet a lot of money he'll be fired within 72 hours, if not 24.
Too. I would bet so too.
I'd bet a lot of money.
All it takes is a couple of them boosters saying, "Hey, we ain't putting up no $20 million for a roster."
Yeah.
They're the ones
for
that get
this.
the talk.
For this.
Yeah, right. They're losing to Michigan.
And you wonder who they go get. Like,
you're just not allowed to lose to Michigan, bro. That's
right.
it. That's it. That's it.
But it's also one of those jobs. Like, I mean, who do you go get? Because there will be coaches that they would want that are just going to be like, I don't want that pressure. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Florida job, you know, everybody before the wins over LSU and Ole Miss, everybody said, well, who are we going to get? I mean, why don't we just go get the GOAT, man? Like Belichick or Saban or something, you know? It's obviously not out of reach, clearly.
Would you rather fire Napier if it meant you hired Urban Meyer back?
Oh, my God, no. I cannot stand Oscar Liar. I hate that. I don't hate many human beings. That's a human being who I absolutely despise.
You'd rather have Napier back than hire Urban Meyer again?
I despise that human being.
He won 2 national championships there.
He quit on us twice in 364 days like a chump when he was 46 years old.
Yeah, and his tight end murdered people.
Yeah. There's another convicted murderer, Tony Joyner from those teams.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. We got 2 convicted
There's
murderers.
some real killers on that team.
Yeah.
My dad used to say you need 6 felons if you want to win a championship.
Phil Fulmer agrees. All right.
So does Georgia.
So does Georgia, yeah. I saw a meme the other day and said that kid, what was the kid's name? The receiver for Georgia that entered the transfer portal that's got the cool name. It's like Nitro something.
Oh, yeah.
Ra Thomas?
No, Nitro something. His first name is Nitro. He's a wide receiver for Georgia, and he couldn't get on the field, and so he's leaving.
Nitro Tuggle.
He entered the transfer portal, and I saw this meme saying that he entered that Georgia made him enter the transfer portal because he didn't have a DUI. I was like, that's crazy.
I wonder if he's related to my guy Jesse the Hammer Tuggle.
I tell you,
that
Nitro Tuggle is an amazing football name. That's a great name. To be named Nitro?
Okay, well, something happened because he's not transferring.
Oh, he's not?
No, the very next day he came out and announced he's not going anywhere.
It was a misunderstanding for Nitro.
Yeah, he got paid.
Yeah, they paid Nitro Tuggle.
Well, I mean, isn't their goal to go to the CFP? I mean, if you're going to quit and go to the portal, why don't you wait till after the CFP? I mean, I don't understand these kids.
I would think so. I don't know. All right, life is leverage, I guess, right? Right. What you got for the NFL?
Okay, I just love the Lions. I mean,
we know.
minus 3 or less at home. Anybody, I don't care. Chiefs,
Bills,
Ravens.
Though? You like them even against this could be a Super Bowl preview for sure. This is a great game.
This is
great.
This is a great NFL card. I can't wait for Sunday. But
it is a great NFL card this weekend.
It's a tough spot for Buffalo. So they're on the West Coast. They lose to the Rams. You gotta think they didn't get back to upstate New York till like 3 a.m. Monday morning, or within an hour or so of that. And Detroit's been chilling since Thursday, so they've got rest advantage. They're at home. I like the Lions.
That afternoon, where we've got Lions Bills on CBS and then Eagles Steelers on Fox, flipping back and forth that's really good.
And the Bucs at Chargers is a pretty good game too.
Bucs Chargers is a good game. Yeah, the 325s tomorrow are actually pretty entertaining, and are going to matter deeply regarding the playoff race. Yes. All right, so you like Lions. You're taking Lions no matter who they're playing against, because that Bills team is, boy, that stat last week about them having 6 touchdowns and no turnovers and lose, first team like ever to have 6 touchdowns and no turnovers and lose.
Right?
Crazy.
Did you know this year maybe it's swinging or maybe it's just a one-year outlier, but the top 5 rushing teams in the NFL are all playoff teams.
Wow.
And only 3 of the top 5 passing teams are playoff teams.
Things have changed,
so there are 2 teams that are the top 2 passing teams in the league are not playoff teams, the Bengals and the Falcons.
I was about to say my Falcons are in there.
Yeah, they're number 2. Yeah. And the 5 best rushing teams in the league are all playoff teams.
I wonder how it applies to the rushing defense, like the stop the run stuff. I need to look that up, because my theory is that so many of these teams built defenses to be able to stop the pass. Right, you get these speed rushers.
This is okay,
and you had everybody to be able to stop the pass, and so now you are susceptible to somebody just lining up and running it down your throat because you don't have the same size of guys that you used to because you've built a roster now to be able to get to the passer.
Edge rushing, smaller, faster guys. So the top 5 rushing defenses in the league per yards per game, the Ravens, the Vikings, the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Lions. Dude, the Lions are top 5. The Lions?
Teams.
Yeah, that might be the 5 best teams.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, these are the 5 best passing defenses in the league. And this shows you a lot. It's the Titans, the Eagles, who are good, the 49ers, the Jets, and the Commanders.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, the 49ers and the Titans are great at stopping the pass, and they suck.
Hey, we're back to what your grandpappy told you.
And the Jets suck.
Run the ball, stop the run.
Yeah.
Hat on a hat.
By the way, the 6th best against
Gap
the pass.
integrity.
Pass yards per game, the 6th best team, the Giants.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, literally the Jets and the Titans are putrid. The Niners are mid. The Eagles are really good, and the Commanders are.
It's just the ebb and flow of the league, right? Yeah. You just decide, all right, we've got to be able to stop. That's what we need. We need guys that could stop the pass, and then all of a sudden, teams just start running it down your throat. Right?
Hey, Roser, I wish Devondre Campbell and Shanahan would have quit at halftime of the Falcons and Patriots game instead of last night.
Damn, it's tough.
I told him, I said, look, you can beat up the Cowboys all you want, but our guys don't quit. At least they play it out. And
Devin happened to your team this year too.
At least my team takes their beating like men.
It did. It happened to the Ravens this year too. Deontay Johnson.
They don't just go back to the locker room.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else for us, Brian?
Yeah, I like Chargers -3 to Tampa Bay. I know Tampa Bay's won 3 in a row, but the wins over the Raiders, Giants, and Panthers combined record of 7-32. I know Herbert's banged up, but I think he'll be ready. Chargers in bounce back mode -3 to the Bucs, and then I like the Commanders buying the half point from 7.5 to 7. It's Jake Hayner. I think they made that official.
Yeah, he did make it official. Who? Jake Hayner.
Hold on now. He won me a lot of money at Fresno State. I'm not hearing any slander on my guy Jake Hayner. But yeah, no, I'm going against him.
You didn't see that? You didn't see who was it? You sent it to us this morning. Mike Golick Jr. Posted the picture the Saints did, and he said this has got to be the sassiest football pitcher of all time.
Yeah, is he the king of the sleigh action pass?
Oh, dude, you should you got to see the Saints Twitter, what they put up for announced Jake Hayner is going to be starting. I mean, it is a sassy pick.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. I can't even believe they posted it. I would be furious if I was Jake Hayner.
Yeah, for real.
Okay,
It's
hold
outrageous.
on. I'm trying to find it.
You got to find it.
All right, they've got a lot of tweets in here today. Hold on. 4 hours ago. Keep going. Okay, hold on.
Probably easier if you just go to Mike Golick Jr.'s account. Because he's the one that retweeted it. At least that's what Roser sent to me. I wouldn't be surprised if they deleted it.
No, it's still up.
No, it is?
Yeah, it's still up.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
It's
an outrageous picture.
Yeah.
How many tweets down is it, Devin?
How far down is it, Devin?
On Yahoo's.
Oh, I didn't go to Golick. My bad. I'm going to Golick now.
I just put it up downstairs.
Yeah, it's Mike Golick Jr.
I just sent it to y'all downstairs, and y'all can put it up.
Jake Hayner, who has now been named the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints this weekend, has the sassiest NFL quarterback pick ever. I mean,
here we go.
It's horrendous.
I see.
Truly.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
He said,
yeah. Look at him.
There's no way you can allow that to be posted of you, bro.
Yeah, we can't do that, bro.
Do the Hayner.
That's so bad.
I ain't doing that. You got
It's
that,
like a
bro.
glamour shot or something, right?
You got that, bro.
All right. Well, all right. We'll bet against that guy. I'm with you. All right. I'm sold. All right. So you like the Commanders, you like the Chargers, and you like the Lions, and then you like Army on Saturday.
Yeah, and if you want to get aggressive with the Lions, team total over 27.5. I'm all good with that. First half, team total over 13.5. Over all that. All about
the
Detroit.
Lions. All right, we'll check in on bowl games starting next week. Thanks, brother.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a great weekend.
Brian Edwards from VegasInsider.com. I like his this week, but, man, I'll tell you this. If I was a starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints and they posted that of me, I would be furious.
Conversation about, you can't do that.
We're
to me,
not
bro.
doing that.
Yeah, they said this boy, the Slay Action Pass, is going to be heavy this weekend.
Slay
Action Pass. That's crazy.
How do you even take that picture?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like usually like Photoshop.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, like it's not a Photoshop.
I don't know. It does kind of look like his head's superimposed.
Yeah.
Put
They
the
told him
photo up
like do
again.
the Zoolander or something.
Yeah, he looks insane, bro. Look at him. Look like he like Salt Bay, bro, but like a football player. Like his head's like to the side. Yeah, that's real. Yeah,
And what pass are you throwing?
Exactly.
Like it's terrible.
Yeah, that's wicked. I got a clip for y'all because you know I'm a big hockey guy. Because I got my Alexander Ovechkin jersey on. I want you to tell me how hard this is to do in hockey.
He's not a black quarterback, by the way. I thought you were only wearing
Who's
black
talking
quarterback
about? Oh, Alexander
jerseys.
Ovechkin. Oh, this is my guy, bro. Come on, man. He a legend. He hooped with one tooth. I messed with him. Put the clip up. Vernon, I want you to tell me how hard this is to do in hockey. I saw it and I freaked out.
Okay.
Can y'all play
What
it?
are we doing?
Y'all said y'all got clearance
is
for
there
it.
like a
You
it's
see
a
this?
move?
You didn't see this, right?
Or is it? I don't know.
He jumped over him, did a spin move, and shot it in the goal. Is that just?
Let me see this.
Is this normal?
I didn't see the beginning of it.
Calgary, the Flames.
Y'all run that back. When I saw it, I
He
freaked
jumps
out.
over the guy?
Jumped over the guy.
Yeah.
Spin move.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, all right,
That's-
okay.
yeah.
I'm making sure I'm not just. This
Yeah,
is just not an every night of hockey kind of thing.
That's insane to keep your balance like that.
Okay, all right, okay. all
That's
right.
outrageous.
I saw it. I said, bro, this is what they do in hockey now.
No, that's amazing. That is very, very.
Jump over,
Yeah.
spin move.
You know, keeping your balance at that speed is crazy. God, to spin like that?
Yeah,
I want Dev to get
That's
into
amazing.
hockey.
Who is that? Nazem Kajori? What does it say? Kaori?
Nazem Kadri.
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 Yeah.
It's Kadri.
Saw it on the timeline. I was like, hold on, bro. This can't be.
Yeah, that's amazing.
This is run of the mill.
No, that's amazing.
Okay, all right. Because you play hockey, so
Yeah, finish.
yeah.
Where's he from? He's from Canada.
Yes, I saw that. I was
You
like,
don't
hold
say. You're going to act shocked?
Come on,
oh,
bro.
he's from Canada.
It's like Miami football players or LSU or it's like an NFL player. Where do you play
Shocking.
at? Where do you play at?
It'd be shocking if he's from Des Moines.
Yes.
He's from Toronto or London, Ontario.
He's from America. It would be more
What if he is from Des Moines?
He's not.
Okay.
All right. It's going to do it for today's show. Grizzlies tonight against the Net. Head on down to the game. If you're not heading to the game, we'll be on... What are we now?
FanDuel, bro.
You
FanDuel
almost said it.
I almost said Bally's.
Yep.
FanDuel
FanDuel
TV.
Sports Southeast
I don't,
tonight. Yes, it is.
No, I thought it's
That's
FanDuel
TV.
Sports Network. TV.
Southeast.
What did you get Southeast?
We're
from?
Southeast.
No.
That's what we are. Here we are. FanDuel Sports Network.
I don't think that's what it is.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
You shouldn't watch it on there anyway. Go to the game. 888-HOOP.
So aggressive.
Grizzlies.com.
Wait,
Go to the game.
Why are you
Stop being
yelling?
so
Then-
aggressive.
then we get a-
Watch your Grizzlies in person. IRL.
Hey! But no, for real, there's nothing else to do on a Friday night. A better
Right.
thing to do on a Friday night. To come
Seriously,
watch.
there's nothing
the
on
best
tonight.
team in the world.
Nothing.
You can see Chris Vernon talk. You
Yep.
can see John Rose at the radio table.
Yep.
You might
Perfect.
see me somewhere in the arena.
Oh.
But who cares?
We are at the radio table tonight.
See, look at that.
Oh, yeah. They said Brooklyn doesn't have radio.
Yeah, they don't have
'cause
radio.
who cares about who listening to him on the radio?
They don't have radio?
They don't have a radio team. Or it's like Orlando. I think Orlando's, they don't travel.
No, they
Or-
do it. They just run the TV
Yeah.
broadcast over the radio.
Yeah.
Exactly. So look, you can see Rosen and Vernon at the radio table. You can see John Morant play on the basketball court. You can see Jaren Jackson. There's so much happening tonight. Be there.
It's the only place to be in Memphis.
Only place to be in Memphis. What else would you do?
In fact, if you're not there, you're a huge loser.
Exactly. What he said.
No friends.
Yeah. Lame-o.
And no future.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm going to Nashville tonight.
IRL.
See y'all tonight.
Skydog. If you're going to stay home, get yourself some Skydog.
Are you just going to hit all the brand? What
Enjoy
else we got
some
now? What else we
Skydog
selling over here, bro?
IRL.
What else we selling?
Nothing.
Oh, we got a new sponsor next week. Just wait.
Oh, we do. I'm
Just
excited.
wait.
I'm
For
excited
the next
about it.
month. For the next month.
I'm excited about this new sponsor.
Title sponsor of the show, and they're going to do Reasons to Hate, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys haven't told me?
We got to tell you. You're on
You
there.
should check your email, bro. Check your email, bro. Check her email.
I don't even know who's going to be the title sponsor of the Chris Vernon show.
Check her email, bro.
Damn, dog. I should check my email.
Check her emails.
I hope it's cool. All right.
It is. It's cool.
We'll be back on Monday. Until then, we gone.